America's top infectious diseases expert expressed concern over the crush of travelers stuck in airports trying to return home in light of new travel restrictions from Europe, urging Americans to remain calm and not overwhelm the world's airports.
This weekend's implementation of the restrictions announced only days earlier has spurred a mad dash of Americans abroad returning home, causing backups and massive crowds in airports across the country. In response to the mess at Chicago's O'Hare Airport, Illinois Gov. J.B. Pritzker tweeted, "The federal government needs to get its ass at #T together."
But Anthony Fauci, director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, warned the bottleneck is countermanding efforts to stem the spread of the novel coronavirus outbreak.
"We would like to not see crowds like that," Fauci told Fox News Sunday anchor Chris Wallace, promising that Americans need not worry about being able to get back into the country.
"I think what people need to understand is if you're an American citizen, if you are a family member, you can get back. You don't need to rush back, you will be able to get back," he pledged. While Fauci called the panic understandable, he admitted that, unfortunately, the rush is unlikely to abate.
The rollout of the Trump administration's travel restrictions barring foreigners from Europe, which the World Health Organization this weekend called the new epicenter of the pandemic, faced a torrent of criticism and backlash from stranded travelers and officials alike over the weekend. The White House was panned first for its lack of clarity surrounding who the ban applied to, prompting administration officials to pan out on television to do cleanup duty for President Donald Trump's initial announcement.
Trump implemented similar restrictions for foreigners from China and Iran earlier in the year as the virus, which originated in Wuhan, China, quickly began to spread across the globe. But those restrictions were put in place before the respiratory disease really took hold within the U.S., which has since seen thousands of cases.
Fauci said Sunday there are much more worrying considerations than the inconvenience of travelers during a time when Americans have been asked to practice social distancing to prevent the spread of coronavirus.
"Obviously, whenever you have crowds, that's the thing we've been talking about that we really want to implement is to have that kind of social separation," he said. "Airport crowding is countermanding that, and hopefully people understand you don't have to rush back."
Asked whether there is anything airports could do to try to mitigate the rush, Fauci said he wasn't sure, other than to try and encourage people to tell them that if you are an American citizen, you will be able to get back, it's not going to be a problem.